Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be discussing about another Ultrix tool which we normally use in all our day-to-day activities. Today we're going to discuss about transform tools. So we'll discuss that how transform tools helps us and which is one of the most important transform tool in our day-to-day activities. I understand that every one of you might have worked on pivot tables. Pivot tables helps us to see the aggregated data by different columns, by different rows. Let's say I want to see the pivot table by region, by category, by states, and column should be based on, let's say, category or some other column. And data should be aggregated by sales or profit or anything like that. So how can we do the same kind of output? How can we get the same kind of output in Ultrix? So that we'll be discussing it today, and we'll see that it's very easy to implement that kind of requirements. And this is something which you will be doing all the time in your workflows. This is something which is there all the time. You can't skip it. Okay, so you will be using it almost in each and every of your workflows. So that is so important. So first thing what we have to do is, first thing first, we'll try and get the data. So we all know that how to get the data, which is called input data tool. Input data tool allows us to get the data from any of the sources. I have already told this thing a lot of times in previous sessions. So I'll be loading the data coming from my Superstore. In coming sessions, definitely I'm going to help you get data from any other cloud sources or any other databases. So we will see all those things coming up in future sessions. So here, like, I have 3 sheets: orders, people, returns. And there is one requirement which every one of you might have faced or might have seen, that how to load multiple files or multiple sheets to in the single select. If I have 10 sheets, if I have 100 sheets, whatever, how can I load all those sheets together? So that also we'll be seeing in our coming session. That is another very important requirement which we normally use. I will say that very regularly use that kind of requirement. So what I'll do, I'll load this data as orders. I'll just click on OK. And as you know that the preview of the data will be shown on my left hand side here. Okay, only 100 records. And there are few settings which you can change it here. There are a few things which you can change here if your data is not exactly the way it should be. First row contains data, output name as field. If you want to do any kind of those settings, you can do it here. So I just want to see that, okay, how much data is there. So what I'll do, I'll just click on run. So once I click on run, or F5, which is nothing but the run workflow, here you have this thing, data to be loaded, and we'll see that how much data loaded. So I'll just click on that, on this particular anchor, and I'll see that 9,994 records are there total in this data. So the next thing what I have to do is like go to transform tool. Before this, you can apply filters or any other tools, whatever like you wish to do, which you have already discussed in previous sessions. But today I am specifically going to discuss about the cross tab. Cross tab is nothing but a kind of pivot table. You can just drag and drop your tool and in the canvas. If you bring closer to your existing tool, it will try to create a connection by itself. But let's say if you drop it something like somewhere far from the tool, you have to do it manually. So you can stretch a connection from here and drop it on this connect side. These are called anchors. This is only having output anchor. It does not have any input anchor, in and out anchor. Same way here, these are called anchors. Okay, so now okay, we have done this thing. So we got this particular tool. One thing I always suggest you, that if you are new to Ultrix and if you are learning it, even though like let's say even you might have worked on it few months, make sure to check the help of this particular for each and every tool. So what do? You have to just click on any of the tools, select any of the tool, and just click on this question mark, and which is nothing but a help. So it will take you to the web page where you can see the detailed information of this particular tool. So that's all you have to do. So next thing what we have to do, here we have the configuration of that particular tool for which one? Cross tab. So here you have select data to transform, group data by these values. You have grouping, change columns and values. So what I'll do, by what columns I want to group my data. Let's say I will start with region. So, okay, I just want to group by my data by region. Okay, and column headers, you can take it, let's say ship mode. I want to take it only ship mode. And what you want to show, aggregation, what should be the aggregation, your measures. Okay, so that thing I want to take sales column, which is already there in my data. So I can search also, I can search the columns, and here it will be showing like this. So I have added group by, I have added column headers, I have taken aggregation. I'll run it. Okay, I'll run it. So once this is done, okay, there is some red icon which tells me something. Okay, let's come back on this again. So I'll run this, and this fails, my workflow does not execute, and it gives me an error that at least one cross tab method must be specified. Okay, so what did we miss? Actually, we missed to have an aggregation method. So you should have an aggregation in your data measure. Okay, so in this case, in such cases, you have to take sum, average, min, max, anything, some of the aggregation, any of the aggregation you have to choose. You can take multiple aggregations also, basically it's your choice. Okay, so here you have sum, you can take average, you can take count, look, you can take, but you have to take one at least. Okay, now since we have the sales column, which is a measure, which is a integer or real column, so based on that numerical column, basically based on that, like my number of aggregations are more. Okay, but suppose if I select any column which is a string column, text column, for that I will have only my relevant measures. I can do only first, last, or concatenate. So remember this thing, that based on your column, your measures or your aggregations will be varying. So these are few important things which might be asked, or which might be one of the conceptual questions. Okay, so people might ask you these things, that if I don't select any aggregation method, what will happen? Or if I change the column to string, what all measures or aggregations will be there? So that thing you have to make sure that you remember that. Okay, I have selected sum, and the next thing what I have to do, I just click somewhere else so that like the red icon can go off. And after this, what I'll do, I'll just add a browse tool. Okay, so you can just drag and drop, or obviously you have an option, right click and then getting insert and then adding a browse tool. It's your choice how you want to proceed further. So I have just taken this browse tool, I'll execute this workflow, run this, and here we are. So we got the data. Yes, we got this output in the browse tool, and it is just doing the profiling for the particular data. So here we have central, we have first class, these are the column headers on which I have created my cross table. These are row, and these are my cell values, basically my values, measures. So I have sales for each region and their ship modes. Now let's say if I have to expand this table according to my requirement, based on the requirement, obviously I have to keep on like expanding this. So what I'll do, I'll just go back to my configuration, and along with region, I will take, let's say, state. Okay, so once I have taken state, or I can take any other column, it's your choice. I'll just execute this again, and here we are. Okay, so we got states, region and states. So basically you have to just arrange that. So here you have region and states, your columns and your values. So that's how like we got our results, we got our output, and that will be there for you. And now what you have to do, you have to just put that into your output tool. Okay, so just add an output tool here, and if you want to put this data back to your file, CSV, Excel, or any other database formats, it's all ready for you to have that. So this is one of the tools which are very, very useful. Other than this, like there is another tool under Transform that is called Transpose or Summarize. We will be discussing. Let's say I'll discuss Summarize now. So under Summarize, and there is a small option like people try to get confused by cross table or Summarize. In Summarize, we can just group by the columns, and we cannot have the column headers and all. That's all you have to remember. So what I'll do, I'll just say region. Okay, I'll say select. Okay, so I have all the columns, none, numeric, string, special. So I have fields region. Okay, so instead of this connection, I can just bring it from here. So I'll just delete the connection, and I'll bring this connection from here. Okay, so in this case, I'll get all the columns, and then what I'll do, Okay, I have this state, where is, let's say, only region. I'll say group by, I'll say state, I'll say group by, and then I can say sales, I'll say sum. Where is my sum? Here we have numeric, so for average and all these things are there, so we can take numeric. So if you see sales is coming as double, so my I can do sum. But if I have the state, then my obviously the aggregations will be different, the way I told you before. So here we have sum, so I'll take sum of sales and profit, and that's all. Now I cannot do the column headers the way I did in cross table, so it's the same way, but a different kind of option, like the results will be there. So here you get the data in aggregated form. Okay, yes, it is aggregated form, but it will not be called as a cross table, or it will be more of a grouping table, a group table. While in the cross table, what happens, you get the column headers and all. So that's the only difference between summarize and a cross table. So that's another thing. There is another thing called transpose. Under transpose, your columns will be transpose. I hope you are aware of that. So here you have columns, so vertical table, you have this horizontals, while in transpose you will, all these columns will be part of single column. So that we'll discuss in the next session, next videos, because cross table and transpose, these two icons looks similar, and people get confused about that. Okay, so there might be some kind of options where people will ask you, okay, which tool will help me to get this kind of output or this kind of result. So in such cases, you have to check whether it's a cross table or transpose. People get confused about these two icons really well. So just make sure that you understand them pretty well, and then just follow the instructions. So this is how like we worked on cross table and the summarize tool. So that's all from my side. Like, I hope you will like this session and you will learn something new from this particular video. And if you like it, please like and share with your peers, with your colleagues, so that they can also learn something new. Till then, thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.